What's up, everyone? Today we're taking a look at the GL.iNet SFT1200 Opal travel router, and something that might surprise a lot of users: VLAN support. That's right, VLANs. I only discovered this a few days ago that the Opal supports VLANs. Out of curiosity, I decided to dig deep down into the settings, and to my surprise, the feature was there even though GL doesn't actively advertise it. So if you was wondering whether can you segment your network with VLANs on this little travel router, the answer is yes. In this video, I will walk you through the entire process and show you exactly how to configure VLANs on the GL.iNet SFT1200 Opal. As you can see here, this is my wireless setup. This is one of the regular Wi-Fi SSIDs. I just left it here just in case I want to use it for something in the future, but I just turned it off. This is the one I curated. You see here, I have it on low power, and so it could only cover my house. It can't reach my neighbors or the street. Because the reason why I'm doing this is just for security, and just get some practice as well. As you can see, the SSID is VLAN 50. It's my trusted network. That's like for my laptop, phone, or iPad. Down here, I did the same thing. I left the regular SSID, just left it alone, just turned it off just in case I want to use it for something in the future. And I created two other SSID VLANs. This one here, also I did medium, so it will only cover my house, won't reach my neighbors or the street. Security is my top priority, and learning how to do this stuff correctly. This network here is for IoT devices. It will have access to the internet. That's like for my TV, hues, light bulbs, etc. And I have another one here, same thing, medium transmit power, but this one is for printers. I do not want my printers to have access to the internet. New legislation, I'm not with it. As of right now, I could print anything I want without any issue. Where they want to do now, certain things they don't want you to print. Also, it's been proposed you got to show ID and get a background check just to get a printer. Actually, I should be more precise, a 3D printer, because like right now I can print anything on my 3D printer. I just don't want to come home one day and realize my 3D printer has been updated to a new firmware and limit what I can print. So that's why I created this VLAN. So let me show you how I did it. This is a GL.iNet 1200 Opal, and I'm on experimental firmware 4.8.3. And what you want to do to begin is select System, go down to Advanced Settings. Then go ahead and launch Lucy. This will give you access to more advanced settings. Enter your password. As you see here, host name, host model, architecture, firmware version. What you want to do to begin, go to network, then select switch. As you see here, I created VLAN 50. 60, and 80. What you want to do is click add. It will add one of these. All you need to do is put it in the VLAN 50, and you want it to be tagged. If you want it on port 1 or port 2, you would enable it here, but I don't want it there because I'm using this router as an access point only. So I want tagged VLAN on the CPU, Ethernet 0, excuse me, and on the WAN. And that's it. You save and apply. Next, you want to go back to network and go to interfaces. As you see here, you want to scroll down, add new interface. As you see here, I have my interface 50, 60, and 80. When you click on add new interface, this screen will pop up. Let's give it a second to populate. All right, you want the protocol to be DHCP, and the host name, you just choose the VLAN that you want. Let me do it like this. It will be more easier to understand if I do it like this. You click add interface. They say name the interface. We're just gonna name it VLAN. Whoop. VLAN 30. And the protocol, if you want this to be a single entity, you have to pick strict address and cover the following interface. And since I didn't create it, but it will say here somewhere VLAN 30. I'll just pick this one, and you just click it. Yeah, I picked the right one, and you hit submit. Okay, here you pick the IP address. Subnet mask. I usually pick a gateway. It depends on your setup. For me, it would be actually it would be this, and I would change this to this. This is just on my setup. Next, you want to go down here to set up on DHCP server. Click it. But if you save it, all this stuff would be here before you click DHCP, but I do not wish to save it. But that will be populated, and you just scroll down here, it gives you this information. If you fine with it, starting at 100 and ending at 150, and the least time being 12 hours, you will hit save. And go up here to firewall settings, and pick the LAN. It'll look like that, and hit save and apply. Excuse me. And it will just show up here. As you see here, it just show up here as a interface. Then you want to go to network wireless. Here you want to add the SSID. It depends on if you want it to be on the 2.4 or the 5 gigahertz. Like for example, my printers only connect on 2.4. They won't mess with 5G. So, or if you have a device that you set in your VLAN for that take advantage of 5G, go ahead and set it up here. As you can see here, looking at the names, you can see IoT here, printers. Go down here, you see VLAN 50. All you do is click on add. Right now we added for the 2.4. Okay. You want it as a access point. You give it a name. Okay, VLAN 30, and you go down here and select the network, what you want to put it on. I gotta delete that, but VLAN 30. Save it. Set up wireless security. You can go with WPA2. Enter a key. And do nothing here. And everything is set here correct. Yes. Save and apply. And that's it. You created the VLAN. So when you go back over here and go to wireless, I didn't actually create it, but you'll now see them here. And pretty much that's it. It's ready to connect. You can go in here if you want. If you made a mistake, something you want to change the password or change the name to something else, you just hit modify. Do what you have to do. Apply. And you're good to go. If you have any questions or I didn't make anything clear enough for you, just leave it down in the comments. I'd be happy to help you out. Also, if this video brought you any value, please like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who can benefit. Also, like this video and let me know what you want to see. I'm open to suggestions. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.